Good morning, students. Hope you will find at your respective places. Today, we are going to start the new topic in this morphology of the endospermic plants. That is that we are going to this discussion of some of the families, how we can describe the this endospermic plant. Here, we are not going to describe in this. We are not going to draw the figure of a complete प्लांट दैट इज जो हम कहेंगे जो फ्लावर इसका है वो हम कंप्लीट डिस्क्राइब जो हम उसकी डायग्राम कंप्लीट नहीं बनाएंगे बट वी हैव टू डिस्क्राइब दैट फ्लावर या वी हैव टू डिस्क्राइब दोज फैमिलीज in a short way. For that, we need three things we have to take into consideration. That is, first one, that how we can describe the family. First, that is floral formula. That is the formula of the flower. Floral formula means here we use certain symbols in order to define, in order to describe various parts of the flower. That is the various whorls of the flower. Also they are, whether they are जो whorls है, whether they are free, how they behave, उसको हम पूरा जो हम दिखाते हैं, जिसको हम पूरा जो डिस्क्राइब करते हैं by means of a formula, and in that formula which is known as the floral formula we may use certain symbols. Second one जो हमको पढ़ना है in those families, that is the floral diagram. Here we draw the diagram of the flower, but not the complete diagram how it looks like, but in a very precise form we draw the diagram, and in that diagram we show the different whorls of the flower in a very precise form in a diagrammatic way. That is called as the floral diagram. And third, which is very much important, that is the economic importance of that plant, economic importance of that family of the plant which belongs to certain families which are going to study. So while describing the family we have to take into consideration these 3 points, that is the floral formula, floral diagram, and this economic importance. Now in the case of floral formula we use certain symbols, and these symbols they describe a particular part of a flower. For example, if in flower what we will see, bracteoles are present. In that formula we do not write the complete bracteole, bractiole, bracteole हम complete नहीं लिखते हैं, लेकिन it is simply described as br. This br simply, this is simple मैंने लिखा, it simply signifies the bracteole. If what we say the bracteoles are absent, that is called as the bracteole, that is bracteoles are absent, we can write it as EBR. That means bracteoles are absent. कभी कभार हम ये देखते हैं कि फ्लोरल फॉर्म में neither we write this BR, neither we write this EBR. That's हम कहते हैं that is for granted, उसको हम लेते हैं कि the both, हम कहते हैं कि अगर हम फ्लोरल फॉर्म में ब्रैक्टियोल नहीं लिखे, BR नहीं लिखे, that means bracteoles are absent. अगर हम EBR भी नहीं लिखेंगे, that means it is without the brackets. So write them. If we write them is BR, this means the bracteoles are present. If we do not write in the floral formula BR, that simply means उसको हम for granted कर लेते हैं कि bracteoles are absent. फिर हमको ये वाली टर्म जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. After that, one more term we use, that is the actinomorphic. दिस एक्टिनोमॉर्फिक, इसके हम सिंबलाइज करते हैं सर्कल, सर्कल के बीच में हम प्लस साइन डालते हैं. नाउ व्हाट डज दिस एक्टिनोमॉर्फिक सिग्निफाइज? दिस एक्टिनोमॉर्फिक सिग्निफाइज दैट जो प्लांट होता है इट कैन बी cut into two parts in any plant. That means if we cut a plant, if we cut the flower in any plant, whether long term, whether vertical, koi bhi, her it can be drawn into two equal halves. In which plant we are going to cut that flower, we will get half. जब हम इसको दो हिस्सों में तकसीम करेंगे in any plant, we will get the half of each flower. So it is some, कभी कभार हम इसको भी लिखते हैं radially. That is, it is readily what we call as divided into what readily segmented, readily elongated, divided. That it is called as the actinomorphic. Then we have got one more term which we actually use, that is the zygomorphic. ज़ाइगोमॉर्फिक को हमारे पास मुख्तलिफ साइंस है. लाइन डालते हैं इस तरह, या हम इस तरह भी लिख सकते हैं, दैट इज द परसेंटेज जैसे हम लिखते हैं, या हम इस तरह लाइन डालते हैं, देन यहाँ और यहाँ से. This zygomorphic condition, actinomorphic, means when the flower can be cut into two equal parts in any plant. ज़ाइगोमॉर्फिक में हम क्या करते हैं, इसका जो सिंबल है एक्टिनोमॉर्फिक है, दिस इज लाइक दिस. ज़ाइगोमॉर्फिक ये भी ठीक है, ये भी ठीक है, दिस साइन इज आल्सो राइट. लेकिन जो हम ज्यादातर इस्तेमाल करते हैं, दैट इज दिस परसेंटेज, जो मैंने परसेंटेज लिखा, लाइक दैट. दिस इज ज़ाइगोमॉर्फिक में हम क्या लिखते हैं कि क्या हो जाता है कि जो फ्लावर होता है, इट कैन बी डिवाइडेड इनटू टू इक्वल पार्ट्स ओनली इन वन प्लांट. So it is also called as bilaterally segmented. कि यहाँ पर हम जो इस फ्लावर को, इसको हम सिर्फ एक ही प्लान में दो हिस्सों में तकसीम कर सकते हैं. You can show it in this way, with a straight line rather. You can show it this symbol in this way. You can show it in this plan. लेकिन ज्यादातर हम जो इस्तेमाल करते हैं, that is this. So we have studied the bracteole, we have studied the ebracteole, we have studied the actinomorphic, we have studied the zygomorphic. Now, one more term जो हम फ्लोरल फार्मूला में ज्यादातर इस्तेमाल कर लेते हैं, that is now the sexual organs. If the flower is bisexual, that is both the sex organs are present. That means male sex organs, the male sexual part and the female sexual part, they are present. इसको हम symbolize कर लेते हैं like this. Bisexual, that means both the sexual organs are present. Now, in case of unisexual, that means when the only one sex is present, either it may be male reproductive organ or it may be female reproductive organ. When it is a male reproductive organ, then it is called as staminate. Staminate को हम symbolize इस तरह कर लेते हैं. And when it has got this is the male reproductive organ, male. And now we have got one more, that is the female, that is called as the pistillate. इसको हम symbolize इस तरह कर लेते हैं, that is the female. Now we have studied the sex organs. When the flower is bisexual, that means both the sex organs are present in the same flower. It is symbolized. We have to not write the complete in this bisexual. We have to only write this symbol. If it is a unisexual, that is staminate, we have to write only this sign. If it is only pistillate, that is the female, you have to write only this symbol. Now, the various whorls which are present in the flower. The outermost whorl, that is called as the calyx. This calyx is written as capital K. Calyx is written as capital K. Now, how many calyx, how many these sepals are present, whether they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. जो नंबर है वो हम यहां पर लिखते हैं, नंबर ऑफ सेपल्स वो कितने हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको एग्जाम्पल दूंगा कि वी हैव गॉट 5 सेपल्स. This is the K and I write 5 here. Now whether the sepals are free, or whether the sepals are fused, if they are fused, then I have to write the number within the brackets. So when the sepals are fused, I have to write the number of sepals and I have to put down this brackets. अगर sepal is fused है, उस नंबर कितने sepals मुझे उसको हमको ब्रैकेट में रखना है. When they are free, फिर no bracket is written. So when they are free, we will get the polycephalus. अगर हमारे पास number of sepals is 5, so it is written as K5. When it is gamocephalous, that means the sepals are fused, then it is written as with brackets. कैलेक्स के बाद हमारे पास एक और वर्ल आती है, that is called as the corolla, and this is designated as C. अब प्रोसीजर वही है, यहां पर हम लिखते हैं नंबर ऑफ सेपल these petals. Now for example, if the number of petals is 5, then write them here. If they are free, then without the brackets. If they are fused, then here. So I will designate it here. Number of petals. If the number of petals is 5, condition here is when they are polypetalous, when they are free, I can write it C5 without the brackets. If they are gamopetalous, then I have to write 5 within the brackets. So I have studied you two words, that is the calyx and corolla. Now there is the third, that is called as the androecium. That is called as, कभी कभार हम ये देखते हैं कि when in the plant sepals and petals are absent, there is the one more word which is called as parenth, and it is designated as, symbolized as P, and the individual members, these are called as tepals. Again here wahi 5, that means tepals are 5, they are free, tepals are fused, then within the brackets. So here we will see no calyx and corolla will be present, but there may be another word in place of these sepals and petals. In place of calyx and corolla, we have got parenth, that is designated as P, that is symbolized as P, and the individual members of this parenth is called as the tepals. When they are fused, then put them in the brackets. When they are free, you may write simply like this. Now androecium, that is the male reproductive organ. It is as A. Same procedure, number of these stamens, how many there are stamens, whether it is a 1, whether it is a 2, 3, 4, यहाँ पर number of stamens. If the number of stamens is 5, A5, that is for the free stamens. When they are for the fused stamens, we may write A5. Then we have got gynoecium, written as G, and the number of pistils, carpels rather, free carpels written as G5, fused carpels, then again put them within the brackets. This is the condition. Now we have got in the carpel we have got the ovary. If the ovary is superior, that is all other whorls they are below the ovary. That's called as the if the ovary is superior. Ovary superior. उस वक्त हम कैसे इसको डिजिग्नेट कर लेते हैं, सिंबलाइज कैसे कर, दैट मीन व्हेन द ओवरी इज सुपीरियर, दैट मीन्स ovary is above and all the world जो है they are below this ovary. So it is written as, it is symbolized as G ऊपर एक बार. When the ovary is inferior, that means ovary lies below the whorls, then at that time G नीचे ये line. When ovary is half inferior या half superior and half inferior, then it is written as G और बीच में ये in the center this dot. कभी कभार हम ये भी देखते हैं when we write the whorls in their sequence, it is the calyx, it is the corolla, it is the androecium, it is the gynoecium. When this androecium and this calyx, that is the petals, they are fused, how we can write? यहाँ पर हम कुछ नंबर लिखेंगे. When these are fused, then we draw this like this. That means the calyx, they are fused, corolla, they are fused, androecium, they are 4 fused, gynoecium, they are 5 fused, and these two are fused. That means androecium and calyx, the corolla, they are fused. We draw this bracket. या कभी कभार हम ये भी देखेंगे when the sepals and इस कंडीशन को हम क्या कहते हैं? This when androecium and petals are fused, that is called as the epipetalous. Now again, when this androecium and this sepals they are fused, this condition उसको हम ऐसे ब्रैकेट डालते हैं and this condition is called as episepalous. So these are the various symbols which are mainly used in this floral formula. Similarly, we have got some diagrams where we are going to symbolize sepals को हम कैसे डिजाइन करते हैं, कैसे डायग्राम में दिखाते हैं, petals को हम कैसे डायग्राम दिखाते हैं, androecium को कैसे, gynoecium को किसते, and that will be studied in next video, and we will try to discuss also some description of some families. We have to study the 3 and that is the Fabaceae, Solanaceae. We will discuss them again, and Liliaceae. We will discuss them in the next video. Until then, goodbye. God bless you. But